Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to do a video today on a mechanic starter kit. Some of the things that you might need to start out your mechanical work if you decide on starting to get off into the mechanical field on DIY, doing it yourself. So these are some of the tools and stuff that I figured I show and suggest that you pick up, and through time your toolbox will build. But some of the basic things I will point out here and there, just showing you a setup of some of the things that I recommend through time and some of the things that I have used over time. And yeah, just like you upgrade your phone, you upgrade yourself, you upgrade your tools. So let's get into the video. Excuse me for that. Just dropped something and broke something, but let's get off into the video. So like I said, there's various things you're gonna need to use. So through time, your tools will build. But some of the basic things you're gonna need a jack, of course. That's one of the things I started off with, a jack, some type of socket set. Let's just move the computer out of the way. But eventually you're gonna need a scanner of some type. It can be cheap, it can be expensive, but if you can afford to, get a good one. But if you can't, you can start off with a small one, a cheap one. So set this to the side for now, but let's get off into the other tools. I started off with a 2.5 ton jack, just a regular small one, and then I eventually upgraded to a 3 ton. I started off with a 4-way and a regular socket set. This isn't your standard socket set, but the reason why I pulled this out, you got some extensions, you got some Allens, and you have some Torx in there. You also have your long sockets and you have your short sockets, okay? This specific set is a 6-point socket set. They have these in 12-point as well, but I recommend the 6-point to start off with. It can be a smaller kit. You can pick some up from 20 to 30 bucks, but just to start off with, it comes with a 3/8 inch ratchet. You might need a 1/4 inch ratchet. Some of them come with one as well, but at least a 3/8 ratchet starter kit, okay? So that's just to get you started, to be able to remove various bolts and things, from calipers and starters and all that kind of stuff if you're starting to get off into it. I have this guy here, voltmeter, cheap voltmeter. Some of them you can run for about $5 at Harbor Freight, and they go up in price depending on what you decide to get into. And there's videos on how to use a voltmeter as well. I definitely recommend you have some type of wrench set, whether it's a ratcheting set or a standard set. So I pulled out a standard set because a lot of people can afford a ratcheting set, and I also recommend some wrenches. You're gonna need light of some kind for when it's dark. These are like 20 bucks at Harbor Freight, and you're gonna need a 1/2 inch ratchet and maybe a 1/2 inch ratchet set. Through time, it's gonna build. I recommend you have a C-clamp. That's one of the things I started off with to push back my brake calipers. The C-clamp and the actual pad itself to push back the brake caliper when I'm changing my brake pads. Okay. I eventually upgraded to an impact. It doesn't have to be a DeWalt. You'll eventually upgrade through time, but a nice impact just to help you out, and a 1/2 inch socket set. I don't have that out here right now, but 1/2 inch wrench, 1/2 inch socket set, and something to put your stuff in. Magnet bowl, a magnet that's about $5. Magnet bowl's about $3 at Harbor Freight. I recommend you have a breaker bar, at least the long one. The short one I just have over there, I think I bought it for maybe $3 to $5 at Walmart, but it comes in handy. If you plan on doing your oil, have your filter, a funnel, and you're gonna need some type of pan to catch your oil. Okay, I recommend that as well. Some type of pliers set. You're gonna need your basic pliers, some regular standards. So some of these guys, some needle noses, and if you do any radio installations or anything to do with some small wires, you need a small pair of those, excuse me. And maybe some type of cutters, okay? So this stuff right here, I didn't upgrade it to this guy because this guy right here gave me a lot of years of work and time. This is an upgraded version where you can pull it out and you can collapse it. So Walmart, I think this was probably about 15 bucks at the time. You know, fluctuation, everything. And you're gonna need some Phillips and some flatheads. I think I picked this up at Harbor Freight for like 20 to 30 bucks. I think it was during the Christmas sale time. It was 20 bucks. And yeah, and you're definitely gonna need some of these guys, some rags. Not saying those specific rags, that can be some type of towels or something, and I recommend some gloves as well. But as far as the starter kit, 4-pound sludge, okay, you definitely gonna need you a sludge. And I recommend you have your regular hammer, 20-ounce hammer, 16-ounce hammer. It's gonna come in handy sometimes. So, but yeah, your basic starter kit. So I have my flip out Torx Allens, and then I have a flip out standard Allen, you know, just to help you start out, and you will see and build through time, okay? And you're gonna need probably a battery terminal cleaner. It's about 2 to 3 bucks. Harbor Freight as well. And like I said, C-clamp. So I think I covered pretty much everything. Jack stand, definitely, and you probably should also have a breaker bar of some kind. So a breaker bar, you also can use a pipe to help adjust your 1/2-inch wrench, but breaker bar, jack stand, jack. Just for safety, I always use one of these guys, but it doesn't have to be a 3.5 ton, or I mean a 3-ton jack, but I started off with a 2.5 ton jack, and I was able to do small car work, as far as, you know, brakes and being able to change tires, stuff like that, as far as small stuff. But yeah, this is my basic starter kit. So let's just say all this wasn't on the table. Get you some of these guys, one of these guys, this guy. Definitely gonna need you a light, at least some wrenches. This guy, you're gonna need a socket set, and some of these guys. This guy, one of these guys, and you should be good. Just know that it's no rush. Get what you need through time, and your toolbox will build, you know, especially if you have a basic toolbox and just enough to put all these items in. You should be able to get all these items in some type of toolbox. I'm going to do a video also as well on what I actually use when I hit the road and go out and fix vehicles. I do have a pack out to where it's already set and stable, to where I don't have to go through my toolboxes and everything inside, but I also have a road kit, and some of those are tools that I've had through time. These are most of my stay here tools. So yeah, I'll show you that video when I get ready to do it. But yeah, hopefully this helps you out if you're deciding to start off in the mechanic work, on, especially on DIY, doing it yourself at home. So this is what I recommend. If you think there's something that might need to be added to this, please comment. And like I said, rest is the enemy on all these things. So sometimes things get hard and you might have to upgrade or buy a different tool. So until you're able to do so, sometimes you have to rent them and take them back. But now they got to the point to where I do this so much that I just keep the tools. So yeah, hopefully this helps you out on your toolkit when you get ready to decide to get one. And yeah, on your quest to be able to DIY everything yourself. So hopefully this video helps you out. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the thumbs up, and always rest is the enemy. And I'm out.